Wow, this is a very interesting map. Megarandom, huh? This is fascinating. So we're using the Christmas mod. So we have berries that look like, or fruit bushes that look like presents. The TC has presents. We have some snow. And Megarandom can give you tons of different map generations. So let's see what we got here. I see they have an elephant and a lot of ostriches for food. Oh, 2 elephants for both, right? Yes, okay, 2 elephants. There's water, which might be worth it to dock. I'd say it's probably worth it. It's not crazy. And then the players are really close to each other. Mr. Yo is playing as the Vikings in the red, and then Hera is playing as the Vikings as well. So it's a Vikings mirror matchup on Megarandom.
Oh.
Cool. Well, a Vikings war where they're this close could be man-at-arms and archers. On water it will be interesting because neither of them will have access to fire galleys. But I've been casting super serious all day. I'm just going to relax now until Feudal Age. Say hello to my chat here. 50k hours is 7 straight years without eating, sleeping, anything. Really? Let me see. How many hours in a year? We're trying to determine how much I put into age. How many hours in a year? Okay, that's about, it's 8760. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense for me to say 50k hours. I think 15 to 20k hours is realistic because this is pretty much all I've done in my free time since 2013. And obviously I've been full-time for 2 years. So I'd say maybe 15 to 25k, somewhere in there, I put into this game. So literal years of my life, I've been looking at age. Full-time job is 2,000 hours a year, sure. I normally do 50 to 60 hours when full-time on work stuff. And then I also play the game, too. So I don't always play the game on stream. And then I played a lot when I was in college, played a lot while I was... Yeah, so I'd say like 15 to 25k, somewhere in there. What did I think of Mount & Blade? It was pretty fun, but, you know, I always came back to age. So 4 on wood. I see a dock for Hera. I expect to see the same for Yo. Oh, they start with 2 scouts. Oh, and Hera will lose his villager. And funny enough, Yo will lose his vill too. Hera will get revenge here. What are the odds of that? Wait, did Hera lose his vill? He did lose his vill. Will Yo lose his villager? Both of them have loom. Yo might not lose his vill, actually. Okay, so I guess small advantage for Yo, but then Hera still has the scouts here, so you never know. You never know, Yo. Also, the scouts are on the hill. Good micro from Hera. Would very much surprise me if Hera does not get a vill kill here. Because he's a micro god with scouts. He needs to block with 1 scout. Okay. And now Yo needs to wall in his villager. Wall. Complete the wall. Well played. Alright. Well, Hera still has the elephant that he could distract around. So now we have to watch this. Imagine if all games had 2 scout starts. It would just be lame central. Alright, never mind. Hera decides to leave instead of fighting, and Yo is fine. Hera's dock did go up a bit faster, though, so we shall see. I expect a lot more aggression in Feudal Age. I had an issue with Mount & Blade because I think most Mount & Blade people say to play the community-made campaigns and missions, but it would be like, talk to Jabba Labba Ding Dong on this area of the map. And so I'd find out where Jabba Labba Ding Dong was. I would travel all the way over to Jabba Ding Dong's town, only to find out that the guy was no longer there. That would happen so frequently. I would spend so much time trying to find out where someone was, find out where they were. I'd get there in the fastest way, like the fastest I could, and then he'd be elsewhere. That's what killed the game for me. That and the fact it's not Age of Empires 2. I just got so sick of it. I remember spending multiple hours one evening trying to complete these missions and find people, only for the guy to never be there. It was really annoying. Wow, so 5 fishing ships for Hera. What's weird is, if it was any other civ, you would probably see a sneak dock and you'd see fire galleys. It's a very effective way to kill fish, but Vikings don't get fire galley, and I highly doubt someone will go for a forward dock for just a galley. It's kind of weak. Lots of wood income for Hera, probably gold income soon as well. There it is. This is a nice build for him.
Yeah.
But I expect to see the same for Yo. And what I do like about Yo's base is it's a bit more compact, because everything's close to his town center. Also, Hera has 2 scouts around, so he's able to get some really good scouting intel. Could maybe even snipe some vills with these 2 scouts, but they're both weak. Well, that one's weaker now. And Hera will at least see that Yo is taking golds. Yo is docked. Yo has docked this side, that's interesting. Hera has not done that. Hera will go, instead of going for a dock, he will go for archers. This is going to be a really fascinating game now, because one person's investing into water. They'll probably, like, Yo's probably going to benefit from this and clear out Hera's fish. Ooh, wait, is Hera scouting? Wow, that is really pro stuff right there, to scout that. Just to check. That is really well done from Hera. Now, I still think that he's going to be outnumbered, because there's 2 docks for Yo. However, Hera will be making archers. So, do you prefer to have the villagers, or do you prefer to have the fishing ships? That's the question. I feel like on this map, I prefer to have the villagers, because there's not a ton of fish. I'm not sure about the 2 dock commitment into fish. Hera did not see the second dock. Hera will now know that Yo has a second dock. He'll do what he can to delay, and meanwhile he'll be making the archers. And he'll have to do what he can to attack. I also really like Hera's building. He's building in front of the gold and the stone. Probably could just use a bit of walling here, but a mill on the ostrich would be safe now. What's Yo's scouting like? Okay, Yo has now scouted the archery ranges. This is really good, man. This is shaping up to be a really good YouTube upload, or a really good game to cast later. I think the one concern for Yo is he went for double dock, but he's not producing consistently. Hera's 2 galleys will actually defend for now, so I mean, it seems like Hera's better off because of all of this. And now here comes the archers, and Hera's sending villagers forward. And why not? Why not send villagers forward when the map is this aggressive? Or when the players are this close? It could be for a dock. It could be for towers. Yo will expect that he needs defensive towers, so he's already on the stone.
Win.
Okay, that fletching upgrade will be huge. Yo has it. Hera will tower. Hera does not have fletching yet on his archers, and his archers, well, he lost one. So this is really close. But since Yo has fletching, he might finally win water here. This is such a sick game. I'm so happy. It's totally not the caffeine from the coffee I just chugged before this game. It's definitely the quality of the game. This is really good. Hera will have to wait for fletching. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Yo has fletching, and he has him outnumbered. Somehow that woman is repairing over the water. Just age things. But now there's a tower. Can Hera break in here? So now Hera will dock. Yo will build more defensive towers. This could just end up being a fish swap. Yes, Hera's losing his fish, which is really bad. But maybe he could get in with the archers to do damage, and maybe there's potential for him to kill Yo's fishing ships. Yo does have his own archery range, though, and he's still comfortably collecting the ostrich on top of getting the fish, so Good play from Mr. Yo. Hera saw Yo's tower, decided against... decided against going in there, which was probably a smart move. Now, Hera will have... I mean, he's invested more onto military now, because not only has he created galleys that died here, and fishing ships that died there, and archers that haven't done a ton of damage, he's also now docking. So the order of this isn't ideal. Yo might be okay with giving up his fish now, but I'm not sure. He certainly doesn't seem to know that Hera has docked. Yep, see? And Hera, we talked about Yo being untouched. Hera is controlling Yo's ostriches. Hera's ostriches are... He's freely hunting them. Now, you'll notice pros don't shoot the ostriches. It could easily do that. Hera could have shot every single one. Pros won't do that out of respect for each other in rated games. If this was a tournament, they would be going for that. Oh, but Yo's now at Hera's base with some archers. Is there a hole there? There's not. Such a high-level game. Yo turns around immediately. Hera reacts almost immediately to micro. What a sick game we have here. And Hera's macro, despite losing the fish, it does seem better. Yo could have maybe added some fishing ships on this side. I think Hera's macro is better because he had the ostrich. What's the plural of ostrich? Ostriches, or is it ostri? I want to say ostri just because I know it's not correct and it sounds funny. These archers have looped around and sniped one of Hera's villagers. Hera must not notice this. Watch, he'll notice it now. Yeah, he notices it now. I think whoever markets first might actually be in a great spot because the ecos are pretty imbalanced. Build a market, buy some res, get to Castle Age. Hera might be considering a tower here, right beyond that stone. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And he... I wouldn't say he's getting out-microed here. Actually, I would say that. He did get out-microed for a second. Yo has 20 kills and 7 deaths in this game, but it's all about macro. It's all about the next stage. Think Hera will market. Where's the market, Hera? It's more so Yo. By the way, beautiful mining camp. I think Yo needs the market. Look, oh, he needs the mill before the market, I bet. He didn't have a mill yet? Oh, no, he did have a mill yet. What's happening? This is just so aggressive. Skirms against Hera's archers here. Hera will have to avoid this. This is the best game of the day, right here. For sure. Oh, and meanwhile, Hera's building a tower here. No, Hera! Oh no, it's disaster time! He's lost 2. He'll lose 3 villagers because of this. Yo must have spotted them. I'm not even sure why Hera decided to tower there. Maybe to protect the vills. And this is while he was losing archers. This game almost makes you dizzy. It's been so good and so high level, but Yo, he's building his market. Watch this. He'll build his market. He'll buy some food. He'll go to Castle Age. Hera has just clicked up to Castle Age. It's still so close. Look at the times. Yep, Yo's on the way up too. Incredible. I like how Yo has fished on this side, so he's gained an eco lead there. I like this tower from Hera because that is one way that he could really damage Mr. Yo on the next stage. And then this is good micro from Hera, but Yo reacts. Yo should defend. I think it's likely we might see some stables. Yep, Yo's making stables. And the reason for that is there are a lot of skirmishers in these army compositions. There is a lot of food for Yo, so I think knights would make sense here. Hera, it's probably not going to be that because he doesn't have the fish. And because he'll probably expect that because he knows that he's showing mainly skirm. And he'll add archers. So man, what a game. This has been really good. It might be the coffee bias. Now, even Yo sending archers into this tower just to shoot that down, knowing he needs the gold, is high-level stuff. Oh, and he's also being extra careful, and he's sending out a scout. So this will tell Hera what Yo will be up to. Hera's villagers are now exposed, and he knows, so he will run to his tower. Woo! Sick. Yo's villagers will die. That's trouble. But I think the eco is so much better for Yo. I expect him to go full on +2 knights with those resources. That is all. Yeah, there's +2. There's chain barding. He has the eco to spam knights, and I don't think Hera has the numbers of crossbows that he will need. And Yo will even dock down here for more efficient fish. Look at that. Onto the deep fish he goes. How good was Yo in this game? Holy cow. I mean, Hera played so good as well. I think Yo's recognition to build the towers did it. Because, remember, he committed to water. He won water, but he would have lost land if he didn't tower. I think this might be over the second it's a Mangonel and a bunch of knights. Because Hera only has... Right, he does not have many crossbows at all. He doesn't... Yo doesn't have as many knights as I would have expected at this stage. T Empires, we're casting live games. This is just delayed because of the time we entered the game. So... Ooh, nice attack rounds. I mean, the longer Hera can mass crossbows, the better. Because if you get to this number of crossbows, this is actually even really good stuff from Hera to repair. The longer you mass crossbows, Viking Knights aren't that good. That's a good Mangonel shot, though. That's also a good one from Hera, and Yo, he's ahead economically, but it's not as crazy as it was. He's not been able to use the fast +2 knights to his advantage. No bloodlines for Vikings. Hera's micro is really good, and score is probably deceiving. Score is usually like this when someone has water versus when the other guy does not. Does Hera have enough, though? That's still a lot of knights. I think he really needs ballistics. I think Yo might need to use his mobility a bit, maybe walk forward, and place a castle if he has an opportunity, but I think this is more of defensive castle territory. I like Hera's position. Ballistics will complete. He has crossbows. Hera is definitely alive in this game. I expected Yo to do so much more in early Castle Age. But Knights with Vikings, in a Vikings war, it has to work early. If it doesn't, then it's a risky decision.
8 months. Just one more for a T90 or 2, baby.
I know he's behind in eco, but on a map where they're so close, as long as Hera can keep his crossbows alive, I do favor him. Only if he can get a TC or 2. Like, it's definitely, let me put it to you this way. He's definitely behind in eco, but he has the opportunity to apply pressure and do damage. So he's behind in the game, but I like his potential opportunities. Yo will make longboats on this side, I guess. Yo has knights here. Oof. Where can Hera pressure, though, right? He has the crossbows. That's the ideal comp, but where can he pressure? And Yo will drop a castle in the center. The crossbows are over here. Can Hera get back in time? Oh, the knights go in as well. They hit the gold. This is Yo finally using that mobility. Hera's forced to stay here for this, meaning he probably can't stop this castle. Wow, and Yo now has elite skirm. He has a mango. Hera's desperate to stop this. Oh, but it's a nice shot from Yo. And the castle will go up, won't it? It is up. Wow. Okay, that's probably the game. What a game. Man, it's a struggle to say what Hera could have done differently there the more I think about it, because he had the crossbows, he had ballistics, he had the numbers he would want. However, these units, he couldn't apply pressure. There was 2 towers here, so if he ran this way, the crossbows couldn't push. There was a tower here from Yo, so maybe Hera needed his own mangonels in the same spot. Maybe his crossbows needed to be in more of a ball and to push there. But what impressed me was how Yo was able to expand that eco. 69 villagers versus the 41 of Hera. Winning the water and the south was what started it all for him, but it only worked because he towered at home, scouting that Hera had the archer ranges. Remember, he scouted, Hera went archers. Hera scouted that Yo went dock. So it was really cool to see the difference there. But I think having the fish just helps your eco so much. Hera's eco was hurting because of it. So 65 kills for Yo. I also felt like Yo's micro was better. His timing on the upgrades was better too. Remember, he had faster fletching in the south. And more food, more wood, and more stone collected. But that was really high level. And that's probably going to YouTube. Megarandom is now in the ranked map queue for Age of Empires 2DE. So even pros are playing on Megarandom. Probably the first time in a long time, because I remember there was a Masters of Megarandom tournament a few years back, but they never had any reason to play it when it wasn't in ranked games after that. Well, the thing with Megarandom is you can have 99% good maps and you can have 1% awful maps. You don't know what map generation you're going to get with Megarandom, so to base your opinion on Megarandom, Ed, on that game is kind of rough because the generation's different every time.